Brawl
news. I heard it too, guys. Brawl news. So of course, if you guys find this video helpful or you just enjoy my content, it goes a very long way if you consider subscribing to the channel. And thank you guys for all the continued support. It truly means a lot. Much love. But I wanted to start off here today taking a look at a Twitter post. We have titles unlocked for every brawler in this game now. Isn't that exciting? Go to the in-game news and check who were the fastest players to master a brawler. Now that there's been a title unlocked for every brawler in the game, is they're showing the first and second place person to achieve the title or the final mastery on each brawler in this game. As we thought in the video highlighting the very first potential Mortis mastery in all of Brawl Stars, we have Physic getting that first place spot, the absolute GOAT. One of my favorite events has just started. The Lantern Brawl event, the Moon Festival, and Ramadan all celebrated at this time here in the game. Super exciting. The Lunar Brawl, which is a typo, event starts now. The free pin, another one for a quest, double tokens, and old Lunar Brawl skins are back. On top of that, the Sultan Carl skin is here and available in the game. The vibes are immaculate. Just take a look at that background. Honestly, this event along with the Lunar New Year events are by far my favorite times to be playing Brawl Stars. But on top of that, as the announcement stated, we get a free pin here in the shop, a cute lantern heart pin. Oh my gosh, can't wait for that to be animated. While on top of that, we can get another pin by just winning 10 battles here in the game. We've got the beautiful Sultan Carl skin on top of it, looking amazing here. Let's unlock it and get it in our possession. Look at that, dude. All of Carl's skins are just phenomenal, seeing that he rides around on a floating carpet. Oh gosh. On top of that, we get a pin there and a profile icon to celebrate his skin. And as stated as well in the announcement, we're also getting some of the old Lantern skins returning to the game, one of which is Tempest Tara here and the Sandy skin that came out a few years ago. Let's go, people. I adore the background and the nighttime vibes going on here. Hopefully you guys enjoy yourselves during this event. For our next bit of news, for any of you guys who are looking for a little bit more free rewards and progression in Brawl Stars, taking a look at a tweet from Brawl Stars Esports, in case you need a reminder, the hashtag BSC23 Championship Challenge is this weekend. Take a look at the maps and share your guides down below. So there is a 15-win challenge coming this weekend, with Brawl Ball being the first game mode, then Gem Grab, then Knockout, then Hot Zone, and then Bounty. And some actual really exciting news about this 15-win challenge, giving all of us casual players a bit more life in this thing. It is not 3 losses anymore and you're out. It is now 4 losses. So we get an additional attempt for a challenge that actually has quite a bit of rewards packed into it. So really happy about that. But of course, accompanying the 15-win challenge coming out this weekend, we are also getting the monthly finals for the last 15-win challenge this weekend on top of it. So if you guys are really into getting every progression you can in every facet inside of Brawl Stars, make sure to head on over to that event.brawlstars.com website. You can see the actual countdown over here, when the matches will start and when you should be following along in order to accumulate as many points as possible over here for the progression that it has. We're not talking a metric crap ton of progression here or anything like that, but the final token reward is 100, so kind of a little quest. But on top of that, we are getting exclusive rewards from this, which I don't suspect will be popping up in any other way inside of the game. So we can get that Rosa spray there, and then this really cool Brock pin here at 2,000 total points and mirroring the same exact rewards along this track here. So if this is really interesting to you guys, make sure to stay tuned for this weekend. At the point that I'm recording this video, it starts in 1 day and 1 hour, which it should be less than 1 day when you guys are watching this. But with that being said, transitioning to some really interesting speculation that my gut feeling is honestly telling me that it is correct. Just about 2 weeks ago now, at the point that I'm recording this video, we ended up making a video speculating when Willow would be released. In the video, we had speculated that Willow would be released on April 3rd or 4th. That was my prediction based on what the dev team said in the Brawl Talk, stating that she would be released in early April, and April 3rd through the 4th, pretty much so landing smack dab in the middle of the season that we're currently in. To continue the hype of the update, it would just make sense to release one of the most hyped things coming out in the update, one of the newest brawlers towards the halfway point, to keep the hype going throughout the whole season 17. But with the context out of the way, that date speculation very well could be true, getting even more credibility from some recent findings. There's a bit of a two-parter that we need to get into here, the very first one being found in the brand new basket brawl environment coming out this season. Now, not a whole lot of people thought this was spectacular for a Easter egg or something to speculate upon, but given something that just came out here recently, it might give us even more context. And that is, in the top right hand corner of the screen, we see a jersey with the number 44 on it. A lot of people just thinking that this is just a cool addition to the theme and the background here in Basket Brawl. It would make sense to have a jersey there. But hey, when we first saw this jersey, I'm not gonna say that I didn't think it was odd, seeing that the numbers 4 and 4 definitely would make sense for a date coming out right around the corner, being April 4th. And seeing that some of our most recent speculations about Willow coming out potentially on April 4th, it would make a ton of sense that that would be an Easter egg for that. And I mean, at this point, it's just something that we can come to expect from the Brawl Stars dev team now, just leaking these fun Easter eggs for the community to find. But backing up this fun speculation here, giving even more credibility to this date of Willow coming around the corner, we have a post that was given one day ago announcing the Basket Brawl challenge that came out. Some really cool artwork of Bull and El Primo trying to guard Gale there, dude, just throwing it up, what a G. But we have there in the background, we have once again a reoccurring number now at this point, 4 and 4. Now, of course, whenever we get reoccurring numbers like this, most of the time it is a telltale sign that it has some significance. But admittedly, there has been a little bit of pushback inside the community, seeing that this makes absolute sense with the actual mechanics here in Basket Brawl. A very frequent reoccurring tied up score in the game mode is 4-4. To build up the anticipation, the next point is going to win the game mode, right? We're 1 point away. But I don't think that is enough to discredit the reoccurring numbers coming out here, and seeing that a lot of the speculation about Willow's release date and them blatantly saying that Willow will be released in early April, I just think there's way too much compounding evidence to think this isn't trustworthy whatsoever. So based on my gut feeling and everything that we have going on here, I think you all can mark down on your calendar that Willow will be coming out on April 4th, which is not next week, but the week after that, falling on a Tuesday, which should be really exciting. Revisiting some of her mechanics as we had speculated upon the sneak peek videos coming out, I thought Willow was going to be a little bit underwhelming. Nothing has changed to her character since those sneak peeks, but we just will have to wait and see what the dev team is going to do here. There's just not enough to her kit that is making me think she's going to be insane or even that great in the meta. But since the sneak peeks, I haven't been able to actually test if the second star power actually works yet in the dev build, which is, in my opinion, the most compelling thing about her character, even compared to her super, the mind control ability. Seeing that she allows a mind controlled individual to gain a movement speed of 75%, far surpassing anything in the game that we've had until this point. Come here, Jesse. There we go. All right, yeah, the movement speed is not coming in, though we are getting a little bit of the actual animation there on the Jessie that she has increased movement speed. It is definitely not 75% though. I cannot wait to see what that is going to look like. This star power is going to be wild. Hex enemies gain 75% movement speed while mind controlled. That is double the speed of a Rico star power. It's literally faster than anything we've seen before, even in the realm of star power and gadget glitches. This surpasses even some of the fastest combinations that we've seen there. But the final thing I want to touch upon here in this episode is circling back to a really interesting topic that we brought up actually in the last episode of Brawl News, and that is this really compelling article being posted some time ago highlighting the inner workings on how Starr Park and the lore itself was developed in the first place. Doing my best to dribble in little Starr Park fun things here in these episodes of Brawl News before we get into the actual influence that it had over this update with RT, Morse code being found in the newest environment, and other really interesting details I can't wait to catch you guys up to speed on. But someone made a discovery with one of these photos that we thought we had never seen before, and that is the workings of a Starr Park stadium being created. Well, people ended up finding out that this stadium's blueprints was seen before in the past. You guys guessed it, it was actually in the investor video. Super exciting. Taking a look at a tweet from Code XD Games here pointing it out. In the investor video, there's a stadium poster. Search for hashtag Starr Park Stadium. The poster contains some info like address, date, seller, and owner's signatures. Remember, it might be important, right? Showing proof here at this frame of the investor video, we can see the blueprints up there in the corner. Such a really fun circle. Everyone thought that this was a new discovery, but it was in front of us this entire time that Starr Park has been a thing. Cannot wait to see what other interesting stuff comes out with Starr Park, seeing that there's still so much potential for a new resurgence of the lore itself. The blueprints, no pun intended, are still there for the dev team to work with, and I don't think it is unreasonable to say that it could be coming back sometime soon with some of the very interesting stuff that has been coming out recently in updates, which, hey, your boy Ray is here for, man. I live for Starr Park and theory crafting. Cannot wait, and I hope I'll be able to make more videos about Starr Park lore and fun things like that. You guys will have to let me know what you're thinking about all the interesting stuff that we discussed here in this episode today. Wanted to keep y'all in the loop, seeing that it's been quite some time since the last episode of Brawl News. But yeah, everyone, hopefully you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios, and take care.